Hey everybody, I wanted to take a minute and show you guys about a new program that I have been using for my parties. It's called Vizzlie. And what Vizzlie does is it's kind of like Post Your Party, if you've ever heard about Post Your Party, but you can create templates, like party templates in there, and put the template into your party group, and then it posts everything for you when you tell it to. So instead of copying and pasting all your posts and all your verbiage into every party you do, you're creating a template and then putting that template into the party. So I've been using it about a month now and I'm super impressed. And so I wanted to share it with you guys so you could see how it works. I don't think I could have held 6 parties at one time without it. And not drove myself crazy. And it's super easy to have lots of different templates. So if you have repeat hosts or if you have people who are booking parties from parties, you can change some things around and make a new template really easily and not lose track of where you're at. You get a 2-week free trial to start with, so I think it's definitely worth giving a try. And then after that, I believe it is one group, like one party group that you can do for free. And if you go more than that, then it is $10 a month. But I will tell you, it's worth every single penny. It takes some time to set up the templates, of course. But if you already have a template that you love, it's just a matter of getting it into Vizzlie, and then you can use it in there and just tweak it as you go. So I'm going to jump over, I'm going to share my screen here, and okay, and I'm going to just walk you guys around in here and show you how it works. And I'm going to try to make this pretty quick. So this is just like an overview, and if you have questions, just holler and we can always dig into some things more in depth if you want to. Okay, so we're gonna come down here on the left-hand side under templates for Facebook. This is where you're going to set up any templates that you want to use, or you can import templates if you want to share templates with people. So this Facebook nail bar template is something that my friend Callie created. And it's a very generic template. We're going to go in there and take a look at it, but it's something that I will share with you guys, and then you can take it and tweak it from there. So it's the posts are very generic. You need to add your personality, you need to add emojis, you need to add graphics, like you need to personalize it, but it has the layout here, okay? So Callie and I are following Monica RC's Facebook nail bar template. I am personally loving it and having great success with it, and it has been super fun. I have gotten to know my hosts and my party guests way more with it. So as you'll see here, the template has some posts that you do 3 days before. These are set up to post at a specific time before the start time of the party. Okay, and then 2 days before, the day of. Okay, the day of before you're starting the party, and then the day of after the start of the party, which is all set up when you create the Facebook group. Okay, so these are all the posts, and then you can even be posting days after, which that was huge for me, because what Vizzlie has done is it helped me not just let that party kind of fall to the wayside after the party night. After the party night, it was really easy for me to just kind of move on to the next thing and not keep some of the interaction going, okay? So this is an example of a template, all right? I am going to go back here, and we're gonna just create a new template quick. I'm gonna create a couple posts so that you can see how it works. So if you wanna start from scratch, okay, we're gonna say, the title, description, all of that is just for your own use. Nobody sees that. Okay. So you would click new post. And then this is where you set, okay, I want this post to be 2 days before the starting time of the party. Okay? I can either have it relative to the starting time or an exact time of day. I use an exact time of day unless I'm talking about the party day. Then when we're talking about the party day, okay, that would be 0 days before the starting time. Relative to the starting time, like your 15-minute before event start post, your 1 hour before, okay? So you can see the difference between that. You're either setting it an exact time or a relative to the starting time. The day of the party, you want to use relative to the starting time for everything so that your posts are, so that your template can be changed no matter what time the party starts. So let's say you have a host that's starting at 7 p.m. and then next week you're going to have a host starting at 8 p.m. Well, you don't want to go set up your template so that the post is happening 15 minutes, or you don't want to go in and set it to start at 6:15 or that, sorry, the post to happen at 6:15, because then the next party you would want it to happen at 7:15. You know, that time is going to change depending on when your host is starting her party. So for the day of, you want it to be relative to the starting time. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I've bumbled around a little bit there. Okay, so just for an example, we're going to do on 2 days before the starting time at an exact time of day, and I'm just going to leave it at 2 p.m. Again, this title is just for you. So this might be, how do you know? Title is just for you. This information in the post is what is actually going to get shared in the group, okay? So you might say, hey everyone, joining us. I'm just quickly writing this in here so you guys can see. I will say you can use this Vizzlie on your phone also. So most of the posts I actually create on my phone because I like to be able to add the emojis in, and I think it's much easier to do that on your phone, okay? So you can create posts on your phone, and then if you're logging on the desktop, those templates are there. All right, so if you want to attach a picture, you would just say attach image. Then you can either choose from a folder that you've created in Vizzlie or upload one from your computer. So now I have an image gallery because I have templates set up in Vizzlie. So these images are all images that I have put into different parties, so it saves them so that I can use them for other templates, okay? So if you wanted to put in an image, you would just click an image there. You can choose multiple images. Let's just do that here for fun. And then I'll show you guys how you can rearrange them. So I've got those 3 images, but maybe I want this one at the beginning, that one in the middle, or that one on the end. Anyway, you can customize it there. So again, I like using my phone. I have most of my pictures that I use on my phone. So when I went and created my template, I used my phone to create the template. If you have things saved, like a template kind of already saved in a Google Doc maybe that you were copying and pasting into all your parties, you could set it up on your computer here and then copy and paste over into the template that way. But somehow you're going to have to get your images in there. So if that's easier on your phone, you can create the template on your phone. And if it's easier on your computer, you do it on your computer. Okay, so I'm going to create that post. The nice thing too is that if you start creating these posts on your phone because you have images there, you can start, you know, get everything started, and then you could come over on your desktop and finish it. So I have this post created. but I can just click this and go to edit. Again, I love that feature so that I can do what I think is easiest depending on desktop or phone. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. But this is where you would build all of your posts. Okay, so you just, that's the only real work involved with Vizzlie, is getting your templates created. But I promise you that when it is all said and done, you are going to be able to sit back and relax, because here's where the magic happens, okay? I'm gonna jump over here to Facebook groups, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that, okay? So you've got your template created. Your template or templates are created. The next thing you would need to do is go and create your Facebook group, your Facebook party group, okay? So up here are 4 parties I left just so you could see. These are parties that I have had. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. These are 4 parties that I've already had that I still have open. They're parties that are done, but I just wanted you to be able to see them. But if you haven't created a Facebook group for the party, you're not going to see it down here in available groups, so that you can go and add the template to it. Okay, so once your templates are all built and you're ready to start partying, you go and create your Facebook group just like you normally would. Put your cover photo in there, your group description, get that set up, okay? Then the other thing you're going to have to do on a desktop in that Facebook group, you're going to see the information here. It says you must add Vizzlie as a group app in order for posting to your group to work, okay? You can click here for instructions, or you know what, we're going to just jump over here to Facebook so I can show you. It's super important to do this, because if you don't, then Facebook doesn't see Vizzlie as an acceptable, like, third-party posting app. So it could potentially block those posts. So to do that, once your group is set up, what in the world? Sorry, go to more, edit group settings. So again, you have to do this with every group that you create before you start posting, okay? Then right down here under apps, you're going to click add apps. I've already added Vizzlie, obviously, because this is a party that I did, but you're going to click add apps, and then there'll be a search bar that pops up, and you are going to type in Vizzlie and select that app. So of course, going nice and slow here while we try to share about it. Again, the reason you're doing this is so that when this outside app starts posting into Facebook for you in your group, Facebook doesn't mark it as spam, or, you know, so that you want your post to be seen by your party guests, okay? Anyway, just go to apps, click add apps, type in Vizzlie, select Vizzlie as an acceptable app to post in this group, and that's all you need to do, okay? So it's super important that you do that in every single nail bar group that you set up, okay? I'm gonna go back here. So once you've created your Facebook group, we're gonna just do it in this one, for example, okay? So you see these groups that are down here. If you want to put your template into a group, you're gonna click track group. Okay, tracking it just gives you the ability to be able to set up a template in it. So now it will move that group up to your tracked groups, okay? Then I'm gonna go to open group. Okay, when you come in, posting is turned off. And it's also going to remind you to, I'm gonna point at the screen like you can see my finger, but you can't. You wanna make sure that Vizzlie is an acceptable app there, okay? So right now there's nothing here, okay? I am going to, under schedule posts here, use a template. Then you select which template you want to import. So I'm going to use Callie's. Okay, now is where you set the start time and the start date. Okay, so this is super important because if you've set up your template to post at a certain amount of time before the party starts, if this is not put in there right, it's going to screw up all of your posting. Okay, so let's say that the party is going to start on Sunday at 8 p.m. Key posts you've already scheduled, that would be if you've scheduled posts within that Facebook group already. So sure, and you want all posts. Okay, so then we're gonna load the template. All right, so now it brings, this is like seriously magic. This entire template is in there, okay? You'll notice that these first posts have a specific time because I set it as an exact time in that template. But then when you come down here to the date of the party, we set the party to start at 8:01, remember? So here's our 1 hour before event starts. Automatically, it's going to post at 7:01, 15 minutes before, okay? So all of these are specific to the time that we set up in the template, okay? The other magical thing is when you come down here, okay, this is text replacement. So if when you're creating your template, I guess I didn't show that when I was typing that post. If you want there to be text in that post that is not specific to the party, maybe it's the host name, okay? In order, you know, so let's say Sarah is hosting the party. Well, when you're creating the template, you don't want to type in welcome to Sarah's party because it's not always going to be Sarah's party, okay? When you're creating the template, you would put brackets around it. I'll go back and type it so you guys can see, okay? But anything you put in brackets is going to come over here into text replacements. So for instance, our party date, party link, like your shopping link for that party, host name. If you choose to do something specific with the foundation strips, the party time, party start time, stylist name, VIP group name, VIP group link. If you have an opportunity group link that you want to put in there, those are all text replacements. So if you click on one of them, okay, here it's gonna show you, okay? So see the brackets that you put it in. So when you're creating the new posts in your template, anything you put these little arrow looking brackets around, it's going to use that as text replacement, okay? So then when you import the template into your party group, it's going to flag you and say, hey, we need to know what this information is. So all I have to do here is type in Sarah, and everywhere I had bracket, host, bracket, it's going to replace it with Sarah, okay? So then when I hit save, you'll see how host does not have my red triangle anymore. So I filled in that information. So that is as easy as it is to put in a template. You put the template into your group and it tells you exactly what information is missing. So you come in, fill in whatever is specific to that party. That's it, guys. Like, all your graphics are copied in here, all of your specific wording, all of your questions, it's amazing, okay? So once you have chosen your template, okay, you put your template in there, you've gone through and you've replaced all the text replacement, okay? I'm not gonna actually do this because it won't let me because I didn't fill in the text replacement. All you have to do then is click this, see how it won't let me because I did not do all my text replacements. All you have to do is click that to turn the posting on, and that's it, post start. So one thing to note is, like, for example, let's say you have posts that are going to be going in 3 days before the party, and you get behind on stuff and you don't create the party group until 2 days before. Those posts should have already taken place. So when you turn the posting on, it's going to say, you know, these posts were already supposed to happen. Do you want to post them now? And I always click yes, because I have 3 or 4 posts that I want to go in immediately when I turn it on. It's not relative to the start time. It's just like, I want them to go in at this, whenever the group starts, I want them to go in. Okay. So what do you guys think? Pretty amazing, huh? I think that's it. The other thing I was going to say too is that, so this is a template that I could use for as many parties as I wanted. But let's say this host, there's something special going on in her life. Like maybe I know that it's her birthday. You can maybe hear my dog. I can go and just add a post in this group, and it's not going to permanently change my template, and it's not going to change it in any of the other parties that might be using this template, okay? So if I'm in Sarah's actual party group, I can go put a new post in, set the specific date and time that I wanted to post, put the text and the attachments, the images, and just put that in her party and not change the whole template, which I think is pretty awesome. So you can still customize that party to the person, okay? I think that's it. That is an overview of Vizzlie, and I love it. You can set up a free account today. Like I said, it's a 2-week trial period, but as long as you're only running one party group at a time, you can do it for free. I hope that you're always doing more than one party at a time. And I will say it's definitely worth the $10. There are also options for email and text campaigns. I'm just starting to look into how those work and how they can be used. But I think that that's pretty awesome. It's included in the $10 a month plan. So like I said, totally worth it. I hope that this was helpful to you guys, and I hope that you will go give it a try. If you have any questions at all, let me know, because I definitely think it's worth a try. And I will also share that template that Callie made. Again, it's just a super generic template that you can go and add graphics and emojis and totally personalize it, because that is what I think makes that party template so effective, is personalizing it to yourself. So that's all I got. I hope you guys get something out of that. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are. And if you use it, let me know. So talk to you later, guys.